A very intelligent guy who studies at MIT decides to go to Las Vegas to test his knowledge in mathematics, playing blackjack, and manages to win more than $300,000. He gets carried away by his emotions after having fun and spending money on luxuries, loses absolutely everything. Welcome to Worth Recap. This time I show you the movie 21 Blackjack. It all starts with a boy named Ben Campbell, an outstanding student at MIT who has been accepted to Harvard Medical School to study medicine, where he is interviewed by the dean of the faculty as a potential candidate along with 76 other applicants as good as him. The Robinson Scholarship covers all the expenses of the race. So the dean tells him that he must impress him with an excellent essay to get the scholarship. Ben arrives at work and is greeted by his boss who had promoted him. We also meet his friend Miles. They both talk about Ben's essay. Then Ben celebrates his birthday with his friends and his mom, where they talk about the contest they have to win. During an advanced math class, Professor Mickey Rosa challenges Ben to solve a problem about 3 gates with changes of variables, but Ben successfully solves it and is impressed by getting an extra grade from Ben's teacher. While Ben studies, Fisher praises him and asks him to follow him. Inside the classroom, he finds a group of very intelligent students and Professor Mickey explains to him what they do, which is counting cards in blackjack. The team is made up of Kiana, Fisher, Choi, and Jill Taylor. However, since Ben is focused on his job and on the project that he will present with his friends for the MIT competition, he ends up rejecting Mickey's offer, but the latter warns Ben not to tell anyone about the blackjack team. The next day, Jill visits Ben at the store where he works to ask him to join the team. Ben still refuses to join them. But due to lack of money, he ends up accepting. Ben starts training by counting cards and memorizes the codes the team uses. They then explain the hand sign language of those watching and the keywords of the players who will be at the table next to him. Ben is going to put into practice what he learned, and he enters a betting place where he sees the sign and enters to play. After winning, he is kidnapped by his classmates who tell him that he is ready to go to Las Vegas. They all go to the airport and Fisher forces Ben to go to the bathroom to keep the money in his pants, since it is more than $200,000. Ben is very nervous but manages to get through security with all the money. They all arrive in Vegas and Ben is surprised since it is his first time in Vegas. Mickey explains the rules to everyone: you've never seen each other and don't get caught counting cards. Ben walks into the casino and sees his teammates and Kiana motions for him to play at her table. Ben starts counting the cards and manages to make a 21, winning a lot of money. Ben continues all night playing and winning a lot of money. Jill gives him her share of her earnings and Ben tells her that he's only here until he raises money for Harvard. Mickey complains to them for the fouls they did at night and congratulates Ben for his good performance. Fisher gets jealous. At night, Ben sees the signal and goes in to play and hears the key, and Ben bets big. While at the surveillance station, they inform Cole that they are losing money. His boss calls him out and tells him that they have lost a lot of money lately at table 4 and 5. They all go back to their homes and see he is going to visit his mother. She gives him a check to help pay for his studies. Ben tells her that he won the scholarship to Harvard, but it's just a lie and he pays her mother back. Ben keeps the money he earned in a secret place, then goes to the bar with her friends and meets Jill and goes over to talk to her, and her friends are surprised. Ben managed to accumulate more than $100,000 and continues to visit Vegas until he has enough money for Harvard. Ben was having a great time in Vegas and nothing could ruin what he is experiencing. Cole realizes that Ben is winning a lot of money and then explains to his boss that he has doubled his money every time he comes to the casino. Cole says that Ben is counting cards. Ben can't tell his friends anything and he feels bad about it. In Vegas, Ben is still making a lot of money. Ben exchanged his student life for luxury and pleasure. Jill flirts with Ben and they both kiss. Ben returns to the casino and Fisher, being drunk, goes to the table with Ben, at which point Cole is alerted so that they see the cameras and they realize that the girl gives the signal to Ben to enter the table. Fisher acts like a jerk towards Ben, which causes him to dunk a girl at the table and start a fight. Cole went to the table to look for Ben to arrest him, but Ben had left. Ben angrily complains to Fisher for what he did at the table. Mickey calms them down and tells Fisher that he behaved like a child and that he is out of the team and go home. Mickey says that they should change the cards, but the security cameras recorded them and they will suspect them. Ben tells them that they can trade the tokens, just ask the dancers to trade them for them, which works out great and Mickey congratulates him. Everyone celebrates and Jill approaches Ben and tells him to accompany him to the room and they spend the night together. Ben returns to campus and saves all the money he got. Ben meets with his friends to carry out the project, but his friends tell Ben that he is too distracted, and causes the program he designed to not work and causes him to damage the robot. His upset friends kick him out of the team. Ben is furious at them. He says he doesn't care as it's a waste of time. Ben is too distracted to play and he is losing money and his friend signals for him to leave, but Ben ignores him and keeps playing and losing more and more. Mickey complains to him for losing more than $200,000 and tells him that she must pay. Ben tells him that she won a lot of money for him, but he doesn't care about that. Mickey leaves the place and warns him that he must pay him every penny. Ben convinces the team to play without Mickey since he kept 50% of the winnings, but now they can keep everything. They all accept and return to the casino. Ben starts to play and an agent informs Cole about Ben. Cole and his teammates surround Ben and decide to go for a walk with Ben. Cole beats him up for counting cards and threatens him that if he sees him around this place again, he will never come out again. He then asks how his teacher Mickey is doing since he used to come to Vegas, and Cole tells him that on one occasion the casino lost 7 figures of money and he got fired because of Mickey. Cole couldn't take care of Mickey and since then he never saw him again. Ben returns to campus all hurt, and when he enters his room he finds the place in disarray and discovers that all of his money was stolen. Ben goes to Jill and tells her that she lost everything and needs her help to get it back. In Mickey's class, Ben hints that a teacher stole the equations from one of his students, and Mickey replies that without proof, that student couldn't prove anything. Ben attends the robotics contest where his friends won the prize. Ben apologizes to them and tells them what happened to him. Ben goes to Mickey to tell him that he is sorry for losing the money and that he wants to gamble big, but he needs Mickey to play too and he agrees. Everyone gathers in Las Vegas to gamble big, but this time they're all in costume. Ben starts to win a lot of money at each table he visits. Mickey also comes over to play and they both start to win big, then they go to another table to continue winning. In the middle of another game, Ben sees the signal to retire since Cole approaches with several guards, so they keep all the chips in a bag and flee the place. All of Cole's agents start chasing them throughout the casino. When they manage to get out, Mickey asks for the bag so they can separate and tells them that he will see them at the hotel. Ben flees with Jill while being chased by 2 agents. Mickey manages to escape with the bag and gets into a limo and tells her to take him to the airport. When he checks the bag he realizes that they are chocolate coins. Then we see what happened with Ben, and Cole tells him that he wants to see Mickey again and asks him to bring him to the casino and let him play his last game in the casino so he can catch him. We also see that they took 2 bags and we see the exact moment in which they made the change. Mickey is furious and realizes that he is in the limo driven by Cole's henchmen. Ben meets with Cole and he thanks him for giving him Mickey and also tells him to give him the bag, but Ben doesn't want to, but in the end he gives the bag to Cole and leaves. Mickey is tied to a chair and meets Cole, who is going to give him what he deserves. Ben tells us that he let his friends down, but they also know math very well, so they made a lot of money. Ben learned to count cards, met his girlfriend Jill, made new friends and lost a lot of money. All this he told his mother and she forgave him for lying to her. He went to Harvard where he told his whole story to the dean of Harvard, who was left very surprised. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to see more videos like this. If you wanted to see more, I recommend this movie.